Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, hosting Cruz, and guys, I'm here to talk about two tremendous fighters that we saw last night at Boardwalk Hall, co-main event and main event. Co-main event, we saw former champion at 126-pound Raymond Ford defeat Thomas Matisse by unanimous decision. And it wasn't just by unanimous decision, it was just a masterclass performance by Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford has always been an impressive fighter, even before he became champion, after defeating Otabek by TKO in the 12th and final round in a firefight and a fight of the year candidate. So he's a complete fighter. Whatever you want to see from Raymond Ford, boxing, brawling, speed, power, he got it. And it was no brawling last night against Thomas Matisse. Thomas Matisse, he basically got outclassed in that fight. And Thomas Matisse is no slouch. He's a good fighter. But Raymond Ford just went in there and did what he wanted. Sharp jabs, sharp crisp combos, excellent counters, uppercuts. That step-in jab coming off the 1-2 by Raymond Ford was bothering Thomas Matisse all night. He could not do anything. You will see Raymond Ford throw his 1-2s and finish it off with a step-in jab, and it just kept catching Thomas Matisse off guard. It was just beautiful boxing. It was like Raymond Ford's version of Mayweather beatdown of Gaddy at Boardwalk Hall, because that's where the fight took place, at Boardwalk Hall, just like this fight. And I was like, it was just a beatdown, dazzling display of boxing, and by Raymond Ford, probably one of his best, if not his best performance. And he is going to be world champion at 130 pounds as well. Raymond Ford, pound for pound, he is going to be a pound for pound. He has what it takes to be a pound for pound great in the sport. Of course, it's a bit too early for that to be determined, but he's on his way. Excellent performance by Raymond Ford. I'm looking forward to what's next. Now, the main event, the fight that we all came to see, the fight that everyone punched their ticket for at Boardwalk Hall, and that is to see the unification between Jaron Ennis, the IBF champion, versus the WBA champion, Janis from Lithuania. Hard punching, come forward style in Janis versus the boxer puncher skill, excellent feet, defense, offense, talented phenom in Jaron Ennis, who is, in my opinion, one of the best welterweights we've seen in quite some time. 30-0, 33-0 with 30 knockouts now. Jaron Ennis, now unified champion at welterweight, currently holds the WBA, IBF, and now the ring. This was an impressive performance. Many question, including myself, what kind of performance are we going to get from Boots coming off that rematch win against Karen. Because Karen was lighting up Jaron Ennis in his fight in that rematch. He came with a different approach. He came in with a more aggressive approach. He was just landing some counter after counter all night on Jaron Ennis, surprising him and us. It was just the fight was too competitive. Jaron Ennis was going to hit a lot in that fight, and until he was able to get the win and stoppage. Karen Collar was a stoppage. I know he dropped Karen eventually, but he got the win nonetheless. Now, that coming into this fight, people are wondering what kind of Jaron Ennis we're going to get. We're going to get the same one that was a bit flat against Karen, or we're going to get the one that fought Roman Villa. And we got the one that fought Roman Villa and more, because Jaron Ennis was in there. He neutralized Janis aggression with his jab to the stomach, jab to the face, counter right uppercuts. and the investment in the body by Jaron Boots Ennis, which is what helped him get the stoppage in the 6th round. You know, the body shots got to Ilimyanis Stanionis. As tough as Ilimyanis Stanionis is, he just eventually broke down. Now, Ilimyanis Stanionis was having his moments, yet he was landing his shots as well. He was landing some good counter left hook upstairs, landing flush on Jaron Boots Ennis' chin, where the crowd would go ooh and ah after every shot. And Stanionis had his moments, man. He would land his shots here and there, and at spots, both guys were going at it. But Ilimyanis Stanionis did not win that round. I mean, and that's true. Boots basically outclassed Stanionis. He neutralized his aggression with the jab, his nice long jab, his punching power, his defense, his footwork. He got out of harm's way when he realized he was too much on the ropes. He got out of the way, sidestep. Everything was on display, and Boots showed why he is one of the best, if not the best, welterweight today. He's complete: offense, defense, footwork, power. He has a good chin. Because Boots can't take a shot. He's been hit with power punches before to the chin, and he never buckled, never went down. And strong, man. Strong. Everyone keeps saying he's too big for welterweight. If he's too big for welterweight, they say go up, right? But if he keeps making 147, why go up? Stay and keep unifying the division and become undisputed. Because if you go up to 154, you're gonna leave a little bit of work behind by not becoming undisputed champion. Stay at 147 if you can, which I feel he can. Collect all the belts, defeat Brian Norman Jr., defeat Mario Barrios, and become undisputed. He has a chance to do so. Of course, 154 is where the Sharks are at, with Virgil Ortiz, Sebastian Fundora, Tim Tszyu, Backrum. I was trying to remember the name. It's a hard name to remember. Yeah. But 147 still has some pretty good solid fights, man. Brian Norman Jr. versus Jaron Boots Ennis is an excellent fight. That's a tremendous fight. Two guys, undefeated, both champions, both African American fighters, good with power, speed. Comes to fight. For some reason, people are saying that Brian Norman Jr. is not going to accept the Boots Ennis fight, and to me, that would be a surprise. I feel that Brian Norman Jr. wants smoke, and I think he will sign his name on that contract. Mario Barrios, of course, Aztec Warrior, he will sign. I don't expect neither of those two fighters to back off of Boots. But those are fights that I want to see, and those are fights that needs to happen in order for Boots to become undisputed welterweight champion of the world. So I'm looking forward to it. But nonetheless, excellent display of boxing, excellent display of talent, defense, offense by Boots, stopping and making Ilimyanis Stanionis stay in his corner and not come out for the 7th round. Marvin Somodio was like probably telling Ilimyanis Stanionis, "You're a warrior. I love you. You're my fighter. I gotta do what I gotta do. You have a family to go back to. You have a wife to go back to. That's waiting for you. And I can't live with myself if something bad happens because, they were taking a beating. Ilimyanis Stanionis was all busted up. His nose was all busted up. And he was not winning not one round. Yes, he was trying. He was still swinging for the fences, but it was just... it's not worth it. Sometimes it's not worth it. Yes, it was a big fight. His undefeated record was on the line. His title was on the line. But health comes first, in boxing especially. And, that's all she wrote, man. Jaron Boots Ennis stamped his claim and, of course, continues to display and show why he is the best welterweight in town. And that's all I have to say about that. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Wilson Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It's always a pleasure to talk together boxing right here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.